I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Wyckoff Township Committee to order. Stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'd like to call Father Joseph from the Advent Lutheran Church for the invocation.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Almighty God, we lift before you all who govern the town of Wyckoff. May those who hold power understand it is a trust to be used not for glory or profit, but for the service of the people. Drive from us cynicism, selfishness, and corruption, and grant in your mercy just and honest government, and give us citizens the grace to live together in unity and peace. Amen.
Thank you. Bob, can I get a reading of the Open Public Meetings Act?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. The regular meeting of the Committee of the Township of Wyckoff is now in session. In accordance with Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, I wish to advise that notice of this meeting has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. A copy has been filed with the Township Clerk, and copies were sent to the Ridgewood News, the Record, and the North Jersey Herald and News, all newspapers with general circulation throughout the Township of Wyckoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda was similarly posted, filed, and mailed to said newspapers.
Thank you, Bob. Roll call of the Township Committee.
Mr. Boonstra?
Here.
Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Ms. Fisher?
Here.
Mayor Shanley?
Here. All right, at this time, I'd like a motion for public comment, 5 minutes per speaker for public comment on any governmental issue that a member of the public feels may be of concern to residents of the Township of Wyckoff.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Seeing none, I move the discussion be closed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. All right, can I get a motion for approval of the December 17th, 2019 Township Committee Work Session and regular business meetings, and the January 1st, 2020 reorganization minutes and the Sine Died business meetings minutes?
So moved.
Second.
I just have a point of order. Bob, can you just clarify, December 17th, very clear. Then we went to a work session meeting, and then we went to the Sine Die meeting, right?
On December 17th, there was a work session meeting and a regular meeting. The next meeting was the Sine Die meeting, which is a continuation of the September 17th regular meeting.
Okay, but we don't have those minutes yet. Is that correct, the Sine Die minutes?
No, you do have the Sine Die meetings. You do have the Sine Die.
Okay, so on those minutes, because I was the mayor, there was no place for me to sign. I was told that they didn't need to be signed. I just want to make sure, is that correct? I don't know, I have no problem agreeing with them, but there was no place to be signed.
Those minutes should be signed. As
Okay,
long
so-
as the content of the meeting minutes are accurate, tomorrow I will type a signature line in there.
Okay, so maybe, since we're approving it tonight, it'll be able to be signed tomorrow. I get you.
Correct.
Maybe it's my misunderstanding. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Boonstra?
Yes.
Ms. Fisher?
Yes.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mayor Shanley?
Yes. All right, can I have the consent agenda called,
Yes,
please,
Mr.
Bob?
Mayor. The consent agenda, all matters listed below are considered by the Township Committee to be routine in nature. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If any discussion is desired by the Township Committee, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. 1, resolutions adoption of the following: 20-110, 2019 cancel taxes pursuant to New Jersey SA 54:4-3.3. 2111, refund performance bonds for the 370 Clinton Avenue improvement. 20-112, payment of bills. 20-113, refund certain overpaid taxes, etc. 20-114, pay-to-play contract compliance. 2115, to designate the month of January 2020 as Blood Donor Month. 20-116, 2019, cancel taxes pursuant to NJSA 54:4-3.3. 20-117, professional service appointment, public defender. 20-118, refund performance guarantee, Capital One Bank improvement. 20-119, professional service appointment, special conflict tax counsel. 120 is being pulled off the agenda. 2121, modify appointments for the 2020 fire officers. 2, ordinances for introduction. 1903, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $600,000 for improvements or purposes authorized to be undertaken by the Township of Wyckoff, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, and providing the necessary funds therefor. Ordinance number 11904, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $25,000 for improvements or purposes authorized to be undertaken by the Township of Wyckoff, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, and providing the necessary funds thereof. Motion is requested.
Yes, a motion, please?
I'll move the consent agenda.
Second.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mr. Madigan.
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I have ordinance number 1901, entitled "An Ordinance to Amend and Supplement Ordinance 1863 to provide a certain capital improvement in the Township of Wyckoff and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds therefore, and to authorize appropriations of $96,000 for second reading by title only." And a copy of this ordinance has been posted on the bulletin board in Town Hall, where public notices are customarily posted, and copies have been made available to the members of the general public of the Township of Wyckoff who have requested the same.
I move the ordinance on second reading by title only.
I second it.
This is the time and place for the public
No, no,
hearing.
Mr. Mayor,
I'm sorry.
I need to do a roll
Yeah,
call
go.
vote. Mr. Boonstra.
Yes.
Mr. Madigan.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes. This is the time and place for the public hearing on ordinance number 1901. And all persons who wish to be heard, please state your name and address before making your statement.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to put on the record that this ordinance will allow the Township of Wyckoff to appropriate a $48,000 Bergen County Open Space Grant to improve Russell Farms Community Park.
I move the public hearing on the ordinance be closed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Wyckoff that ordinance number 1901 and the same is hereby adopted, and the municipal clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish the notice of final passage of said ordinance in the official newspaper for the township as provided by law.
I move the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra.
Yes.
Mr. Madigan.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I have ordinance number 1902 entitled "An Ordinance to Provide an Appropriation for the Acquisition of 240 Demarest Avenue, Block 293, Lot 18, in the Township of Wyckoff, Bergen County, New Jersey, from the Municipal Open Space Fund for public purposes, for second reading by title only. And a copy of this ordinance has been posted on the bulletin board in Town Hall, where public notices are customarily posted, and copies have been made available to the members of the general public of the township who have requested the same.
I move the ordinance on second reading by title only.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra.
Yes.
Mr. Madigan.
Yes.
Ms. Fisher.
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes. This is the time and place for the public hearing on ordinance number 1902, and all persons who wish to be heard, please state your name and address before making your statement.
I would like to comment that I want to thank Rob Landell's office and the persons of Tom Garlick and Rob Landell for all the work they've put in this effort that is coming to fruition.
Yeah, I'd like to
Thank
make a comment too that I know we've been kicking this around for several months. We're extremely fortunate to be able to get this parcel of land. Melissa's not here, but I want to thank her. I remember Rob when we went down there several months ago with our boots and walked around, and she gave us phenomenal guidance on the purchase price, and because they asked a lot more money than this. And Rudy and I, being amateurs, didn't seem too unreasonable. She gave us a lot of guidance, and he really helped us spearhead and negotiate this through, so it's really good for our town.
Made a good deal even better.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so I move the public hearing on the ordinance be closed.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Madigan,
Yes.
Ms. Fisher,
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes.
Be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Wyckoff that ordinance number 1902 be, and the same is hereby adopted, and the municipal clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish the notice of final passage of said ordinance in the official newspaper for the township as provided by law.
I move the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Madigan,
Yes.
Ms. Fisher,
Yes.
Mayor Shanley.
Yes.
I move we adjourn.
Did you second? Second. Just give a second.
Second.
All right, Beth Fisher.
All in favor?
Aye.